HeyParis here, and my nose highlight is blinding. All wagwan. So today I promised you guys my spooky story time. I was supposed to upload this yesterday for you guys, but I uploaded the whole video and everything. I had to re-upload it because my lipstick was all types of messed up, and it was like 7 p.m. so that means it wouldn't go up until like 1 a.m. because my computer is so slow for absolutely no reason. I don't know why it just started being slow randomly, but I'm gonna have to get myself a new computer, okay? So as you guys know, 2 days ago was Halloween, and these events that I'm about to tell you, it didn't happen on Halloween. It didn't happen on Friday the 13th. It was a regular ass summer day. It was just a regular summer day, and the whole day was just messed up for absolutely no reason. I wasn't like, I don't think I was cursed. I don't think any of my friends was cursed. Like, it was just a regular day. I woke up fine, everything was fine until we got to my friend's house, and that's when all the shit hit the fan, okay? By the way, I'm going to put clips of the actual location. I'm going to tell you guys the actual location just in case you're in Scarborough and you want to go look at it yourself. I'm going to give you guys all the details on it in the description box down below. I'm going to show you guys real footage. I'm going to show you guys the area that it's in and everything like that at the end of the video. So make sure you watch at the end of the video to see what the house looks like and everything like that. But anyways, one day me and my girls in the summertime, we were in going to grade 7. Shout outs to Bliss Carmen. That's the school that I went to back then. I remember when I told you guys I was going to bring you guys lunch for a segment, that there were a few Bliss Carmen students who were asking me to bring them, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have subscribers from Bliss Carmen. Hey Bliss, what's up Bliss Carmen? Yes, I was there, I went there. Hey, what's good? Anyways, so we're going to grade 7, so we're like preteens, I guess you could say. And my friend lived really close to the school that we went to, okay? I lived maybe I want to say 20 minutes away from the school, walking distance. So me and my friends, obviously we broke, and we wasn't even supposed to be leaving the house because, you know, we young or whatever. But around like 7 o'clock, something like that, me and my friends all got together and we decided to go to my friend's house who lived near the school. So we walking, you know, it takes 20 minutes to walk there or whatever. We get there, everything is fine and dandy. We chill, we hang out, we do what girls do and all that bad stuff, okay, right? And then it was like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and we were like, we got to go. Our parents gonna beat our ass. It's time for us to leave, right? So at this time, it was like maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock. I don't remember the exact time, but it was dark outside. It was summertime, so I had to be like after 9 o'clock for sure. And this is where weird shit just started happening for absolutely no reason. I don't know what was going on with that day, but this was the most like random, weirdest day I've ever had in my life. It was so weird how things just flipped and everything just got scary as shit, okay? So me and my friends leave my friend's complex and we start walking to go back to my house. As we're walking, we see a group of like 4 boys. Some of them are older, like much older, maybe probably like in their 20s, and there's kids our age, and there are kids who are younger as well. But there's like a group of them just standing by the bus stop. So we weren't gonna say anything to them or anything, but they're like, oh, are you out here to see the bus too? And we're like, you guys are standing out here to see a bus? Really? Y'all really bored. Like, what are you talking about? You just standing here looking for a bus. What are you talking about? I didn't say anything, but my friend was like, what are you talking about? Why are you guys waiting for a bus? Why are you guys waiting to look at a bus? They said, and I quote, okay, they said, there's a ghost bus that rides by here every day at the same time. So this is where I said I have to say something, because what the hell is you talking about? I said, a ghost bus? How the hell a ghost supposed to have a soul? You telling me a bus got in an accident and it died and it came back to life and I was haunting this road? Like, what are you talking? That doesn't make sense. Like, items do not have souls. Items do not come back to life as ghosts. What are you talking about? So they're like, the older guy is like, wait here and see. Go see what we're talking about. You see exactly what we're talking about. It comes every single night. I didn't want to wait because I'm like, this is stupid as hell. There's no way there's anything called a damn ghost bus. That shit doesn't make sense. It just doesn't add up. Like, buses don't go to heaven and buses don't go to hell. Buses are a piece of metal. What are you talking? Like, what's really good? Okay? So we're standing there and we're waiting and we're waiting, and I'm like, ain't nothing coming. A regular bus not even coming. Like, I'm about to go. I gotta go. My mama's waiting for me at home. I'm ready to eat my dinner. It's time to bounce. Okay, guys, let's go. So me and my girls, we start walking. We're like, we ain't got time for this foolishness. Like, you guys are out here waiting for absolutely Nothing, okay? So as soon as we start walking, one of the guys are like, hold up, here it comes. So we go back because we're a little bit curious. We're like, what are you talking about? This bus comes around every time. It's a ghost bus. So I'm imagining in my head that it's like a see-through bus that's gonna stroll by and we all gonna be like, oh damn, right? So we see a bus coming, and from a distance, we're looking at it from a distance. It looks like a TTC bus, so a bus from Toronto, public transit. Except the lights are off at the top of the bus, and like the lights inside the bus are off as well. So I'm like, why are the lights off? At this point, I'm like, okay, it's a little bit scary because I don't understand why the lights are off right now. You feel me? Because if you know public transit, the lights are always on. You always see the number of the bus at the top. Like, you could see the driver. You see passengers in there. It was just a dark ass bus, but you could tell it's a bus. You can see the shape of the square of the bus and stuff like that. So I'm like, what the hell is that? So it's driving super slow. When I say slow, I mean like 10 miles per hour. And at this point, there's like probably 1 or 2 cars on the road. I don't know why, because that's a really, really busy area where cars always go by there. But for some reason, there was like 1 or 2 cars that we saw while we saw this bus. But there were bare cars before the bus came. But as soon as the bus came, it was like 1 or 2 cars. I was like, okay, that's also weird. So it's coming like 10 miles per hour, and it's coming really, really slow. And as soon as it comes to looking at details, distance, so as soon as it's like, I want to say 10 meters away, it speeds so fast past us, you couldn't see anything. All I saw was a bus, no lights, no driver, nobody inside. It's dark. The outside, it looks like it's spray painted black, like it's just a black bus and you can't see anything inside and everything is just dark. And I was like, what in the was that? What was that? Okay, and the guys who are with us are there trying to take pictures. Back then we didn't have, well, we had camera phones, but people took digital pictures like with a camera. So they're taking pictures and trying to take pictures and shit. So literally the bus went like this. It was slow, and this is us here, slow, and as soon as it got to like right here, went and just left, and just, I was like, what in the world did I just witness? And I don't know if it still happens. I don't know. I feel like going to the area tonight and asking a random person, like, does the ghost bus still exist? Like, does it still come around here so I can record it? I'll probably do that tonight. Honestly, I don't even care. But that shit was so odd and so weird. I've never seen a blacked out matte black bus with no driver. You couldn't see the driver. There was no passengers. Inside was dark. There's like, I was like, what was that? It was the scariest shit I've ever seen on a road before in my life. So as it goes by, me and my friends are looking at each other like, no, seriously, what was that? Like, what? I'm thinking in my head, was that like a prisoner bus? Like, is it just a bus that carries prisoners, so it has to be dark? Like, the windows have to be dark and everything has to be dark, and they just don't want it marked as a prisoner bus because they don't want to scare people. Like, I was just trying to figure out what it was, why it was going so slow, and then it sped past us when we were waiting for it. Like, what? I just trying to make sense of it, because I'm like, there ain't no such thing as a ghost bus. And that don't make no sense. Ghosts don't go to hell or heaven. What you talking about? So up to this day, I don't know what the bus was. I wouldn't consider it a ghost bus because I saw it with my own eyes and it wasn't transparent like ghosts are supposed to look. Like, it was a real life dark ass random bus that was acting mad sketchy. That's all I know. So anyways, after that happened, we're like, oh, okay, like what? We're asking them like, what do you mean? Like, how did it happen? Blah, blah, blah. And they're telling us how, I don't believe them. I feel like this was rumors. So I'm just telling you what they said, but I honestly, up to this day, I don't believe them. They're saying how one of the little girls from the complex ran into the road and the ghost bus came and ran through her, and like it hit her, but she was okay because it ran through her. I was like, yeah, one of y'all made that shit up. That's not real. And I don't believe it, but I'm just telling you guys what they told me. And after we're like, that can't be real, that's fake. They're like, go ask her mom. Her mom's right there. Go ask her mom. And I'm like, I'm not asking no random lady no dumb questions so she could tell me I'm an idiot, okay? So I just left. Me and my friends left. So that's not where the crazy shit stops, okay? So we're walking and we're walking and walking, and we walk by the haunted house that I'm talking about right now. We never took this way back home, but while we were walking, I could see my building from over, like, you guys don't know my area, but Like I could see my, like this is a plaza and then my building is tall. So I could see that the building was this way. So I was thinking to myself, maybe I could just go straight and make a left. So I'm like, let's go that way. We never took that way before, ever, ever, ever in life. So we're walking and we're walking and we see this house, and it's this beautiful house with beautiful flowers, and it's just, it looks really pretty. And then beside it is like the creepiest barn you have ever seen in your God-given life, okay? So I'm like, I'm not looking, I'm gonna keep walking, I'm gonna keep walking, I'm gonna keep walking. And then my friend's like, no, let's read the plaque. So there's a plaque on the gate that says like William Mackenzie or something like that. I think it's William Mackenzie, but if I'm wrong, I'll leave it in the description box down below, because there's a lot of information on this house on the internet. So I think it was William Mackenzie, and it was just talking about his life and him being in Scarborough and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. So we're looking at the house, we're just looking at it, like admiring it or whatever, and all the lights are off, the porch light is off, everything is just off, okay? And out of nowhere, just like this, a light on the right hand side in a room turns on, okay? And all of us were looking at the plaque and looking at the house. All of us went like this and looked up really, really quick, because like the lights turned on. So we're like, oh shit, right? Someone's there. So I'm thinking maybe it's a janitor or something like that, because it's I think it's either a museum now or like a monument or something like that, where you can go inside and have a tour, which I googled it, and people went in there and came out with scratches on their backs and they feel weird and they feel like they can't breathe. So bitch, no. I was thinking of doing a tour for you guys in that, bitch. No, it's not gonna happen, because I like to breathe. I enjoy breathing at zoo, and I do not want any scratches on my body, so I will not be doing no damn tour there. But you can Google it and find it for yourself. I know somebody out there probably did a tour and there's a video somewhere, but no, bitch, not me. I ain't doing that shit, okay? So we see the light on, and out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere, like nobody walked up, nobody like just randomly popped up a little girl, like outline of a little girl. She's wearing a white dress, like a white old-time nightie, and you could see her face. Like I could see the features of her face. Like the gate and the house, they're not too far apart, but I could tell it's a little girl, and I could see her eyes and I could see her mouth. I don't know about her nose, but I could see her mouth and I could see her eyes. And she was like this at first, and then she went and smiled while showing her teeth. And as soon as she smiled, the lights turned off. We ran. We were gone. Gone. When I say gone, I've never run that fast in my life. I was a track star. I was so scared. I was sweating. I was crying. That's how scared I was. I was crying. All my friends were crying. We're like, what was that? What did we just see? Like, is someone playing a prank on us? Like, what the hell just happened? I'm sorry. I'm not crying. My eyes are just watering. So after we ran and got home, because we did not stop running until we got our asses home, one of my friends was like, did you guys see the guy in the garden? I said, bitch, I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear what you saw. I don't like know. Like, it's close to my house. I do not want to know. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. She's like, no, Paris, I have to tell you. There was a man in the garden watching us, and he had a rake in his hand. I was like, bitch, I don't want to hear it. And she's describing what he looks like. She's like, he was kind of tall. He was wearing like an old-time hat, and he had a rake, and he was just staring at us, and you could see his eyes. I'm like, bitch, you're lying. I don't want to hear this shit. Like, I just don't. Like, when scary shit like that happens, I don't want to hear it. Like, because I won't be able to sleep. Which, by the way, I couldn't sleep that night. So after we saw all that shit, my friends went home. Like I said, I could not sleep. And that was one of the first nights that I ever had sleep paralysis. Bitch. I think I fell asleep early. I fell asleep like 7 a.m. Literally, like, I didn't sleep the whole night. I fell asleep at 7 a.m. in the morning. And all I remember is my eyes opening, and I'm seeing look in your room right now, whoever's watching this, look in your room right now and pick any corner in your room and imagine it's like a demon with a hunchback like this, holding onto the wall, like trying to hold on to the sides of the wall, and just staring at me with red glowing eyes. I said, bitch, no. And I'm screaming, and I'm trying so hard to get out of sleep paralysis, and I can't. I cannot knock it. And I'm just like, if I can't get out of this, please just kill me. That's what I'm saying in my head. I'm like, just kill me. I just want to die. Like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to know what happens next. I just want to die. Like, I'm ready to see Jesus. I'm ready to meet you. Jesus, come take me. Take me to the king, please. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, I wanted to die. I dead ass wanted to die. That's how scared I was. And plus, it was one of the first times I ever had sleep paralysis, so I didn't know what was going on. My breathing was so slow. I'm trying to move my fingers and my feet. Nothing is helping. It was the worst. Finally, I break out of the sleep paralysis, and nothing was there, obviously, because of sleep paralysis. Run to my mom. My mom is gone to work, bitch. I am home. alone. I knew my mom was coming home from work at, I think, 2 o'clock for a little break or whatever. So I went outside and I walked up and down my block listening to music because I'm like, I'm not going back in that house by myself. I'm not going back in my house by myself. My mom finally came home. I told her exactly what happened. She's like, okay, well, I have to go to work at 5. I'm like, well, I'm coming to work with you. Bring your daughter to work. Say hey. And I never went back to that haunted house until yesterday, where I took this clip for you guys. This is exactly where it is, and this is exactly where everything happened. Okay, so this is the house that I'm talking about. I don't want to go, but Cameron said we should go, so okay. No, I'm not going.
Joking.
What the heck? Okay, go in front of me. Are we even allowed here?
Why not?
That's a barn. Oh my gosh, I'm gone. Never mind. I don't want to. Forget it. I'll go in the front. I'll do it in the front. Okay, so I'm actually across the street from the house right now. But where I saw her was right in this window, right there. If you could see on the right-hand side. Right there. And then there's a barn on this side. I wish I could zoom in, but this doesn't have zoom, but it's close enough. And there's a plaque there that I want to record as well, but maybe I'll just find it on the internet because I do not want to go too close to the house. But it's a museum now, I think. I don't know, I'll Google it and make sure. But that's the house. That's where it is. Now we're gonna go to where I saw the ghost bus. I don't know what the plaque says. We'll figure it out. We'll try to zoom in after. So this right here is actually my old school, Bliss Carmen. So shout outs to all the Bliss Carmen people watching, you know. Bliss Carmen Senior Public School. Memories. And right here on this road, on the same direction that we are driving right now, is where we saw the ghost bus. We were walking right where this guy's walking right now, where this taxi is, and we saw it going the same direction that we're going right now, and we ran the opposite way. Okay. So yeah, guys, if anything like this has ever happened to you before, leave a comment down below. Let me know your entire story. I'd love to hear it, as well as everyone else who's watching this video. We love to hear your scary haunted house stories, or even if your house is haunted. I don't know, but let me know. Follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, all that jazz in the description box down below. My Fenty Beauty contest will be up very, very shortly on this channel, so make sure you check out all the videos that come. Click the post notification so you can be notified every time that I post a video, so you will not be late for the contest. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love you guys so much. Don't gotta tell you twice, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye, guys.